before 30 lah, and before 30, I think it's way too early for you to get married.
Okay, setuju.
Okay, so for me lah, to those who are married before 30, I don't have any problems with you guys. I respect you guys, and I hope that your relationship stay until Jannah.
Okay, korang pernah tak dengar this kind of situation dekat campus? Macam lepas kita grad, kita kahwin nak. Kita halalkan hubungan yang ada. Hubungan yang ada sekarang ni. Tak elok berzina, so kita kahwin muda. Lepas tu seorang ni, wanita atau lelaki lah, dia akan tanya, macam mana nak career? Tak apa, benda tu kita boleh plan semua tu. So mesti korang pernah dengar kan? Pernah-pernah. So hari ni kita akan discuss Graduan muda, which is graduan wanita, kahwin muda, career killer. So kita ada guest kita, namanya Jasmine dari UIAM. So hi Jasmine, can you introduce yourself?
Hi Priya. So hello, I am Jasmine I'm a law student from UIAM, and currently I'm doing my internship lah.
Okay, I will read this statement lah. Okay. Graduan wanita yang berusia 30 tahun ke bawah, mereka start kerja peringkat low entry ataupun entry level dan mengambil masa dalam beberapa tahun untuk naik ke middle management atau middle level. Adakah tidak bijak untuk mereka bernikah sepanjang tempoh tersebut kerana boleh menjejaskan career? So what's your opinion?
Okay, so basically it depends on the individual itself lah. Sometimes kita graduate, kita tak sama masa. Some people will graduate in 4 years. Some may take it longer to graduate, you know. So what will happen is, let's say you dah boleh graduate awal, let's say 24 tu you dah graduate, tak payah nak pergi kahwin terus. So you just go and, work first on yourself, better than, you waiting for so many years to pass by, you get married first and you have children and all that. So it's better if you graduate awal, then you focus on yourself first. Marriage can come anytime. But there are those also yang struggle gila-gila masa diorang punya uni life and all that. So they will take a bit of time. So what will happen is, kalau you rasa umur you dah sampai 30 something, then you rasa you boleh untuk divide both of your commitments to your married life as well as your career, go for it.
Alright, so kita ada dua lah tu opinion dah dekat situ. So kita move for the second question. Apa komitmen yang bakal dijangka untuk diri sendiri? Obviously you are not married yet, tapi you imagine lah, you as a graduan muda tapi dah kahwin. So apa komitmen yang akan dijangka untuk diri sendiri lepas graduate and terus kahwin before umur 30 years old?
So I rasa kalau after you graduate terus you kahwin, of course it's going to cost a lot of things. 1001 things will be on your plate, because you have to juggle your own family, you have your responsibility towards your own family, your in-laws now, your husband. God knows if you get pregnant, then you have another one, and then your personal life, your friends, your siblings, your work. So there's a lot that you need to think, before this one. So, in my personal opinion lah, it is going to be very hard if you kahwin terus lepas you graduate, sebab commitment you tu akan jadi banyak, and we only have 24 hours in one day.
Betul.
Where 8 hours you're going to work, and then 8 hours you're gonna sleep.
Betul.
So like you only have 8 hours where you have to divide 7 things: your parents, your in-laws, your husband, your personal life, your groceries, your laundry and everything. So definitely not a good idea, because the commitment grows,
Okay, apa yang harus diberi oleh seorang wanita kepada dia punya personal things, tapi at the same time dia dah kahwin and also executive muda dalam masa 5 hingga 6 tahun building career tu?
So if you talk about your personal life, I have always been a lady who love myself.
Of course.
For me, it is all the ladies, love yourself before you love anyone else. Because if you don't love yourself, you cannot expect anybody to love you. Alright? So for me, it has always been love yourself, pamper yourself. You're having a long day at work, so go for a spa, go for a massage or anything. If let's say like you are a lawyer, tiba-tiba you lelaki.
Kita bercakap sama-sama.
Let's say if you're a lawyer, then you tiba-tiba kalah kes kan, then if you rasa you feel bad about it, then go and have fun, do things which you like, because nobody else is going to be there for you. At the end of the day, it's you. For me, it has always been that you be an independent woman on your own before you get married. Don't be dependent on men. Men can leave you anytime. So it's you who must love yourself in order for other people to love you.
kan, I'll repost. Okay, kita pergi next question lah without further ado. Okay,
Alright.
contohnya kerjaya seseorang tu memerlukan seseorang wanita tu untuk ada masa yang lama untuk bekerja di pejabat macam lawyer, accountant semua tu. So boleh ke macam suami and also keluarga suami terima wanita yang kerja lama, especially waktu weekend? Yelah, sebab weekends kan banyak planning, nak pergi kenduri lah itu semua, and also pergi outstation dah lah kita kena keluar dengan klik kita semua tu. So what is your opinion dalam statement ni?
So when it comes to family kita ataupun our in-laws to understand, right, whatever relationship it is, I have been told many times by one of my colleagues, Miss Rainy. Okay, so she always tell me that in order for you to save any relationship, for any relationship to go on for a very long time, what you need is actually compromise. So let's say you kahwin pun, you need compromise between your husband and you, right? So same goes with your in-laws family. You have to have that compromise. You have to understand that I get married to your son, okay fine, I am your daughter-in-law, but when it comes to me, myself, my work, you need to compromise with me. So I believe that the family should compromise and they should accept as whatever it is, because, but for me lah, honestly I'm so sorry to my boyfriend, but for me, in-laws, too much of opinion in my personal life shouldn't matter. So it is my husband who need to compromise with me and make understand to your parents that you married a busy wife. So now you know, so now you have to bear with it. Yeah. So yeah, the family and the in-laws have to compromise.
Alright. So boleh share ya lepas ni podcast ni pada dia?
Oh, okay.
Boleh share.
Alright, okay. Kalau lah wanita ni kan dia dah kahwin, dia mengandung. So what is the time frame daripada fasa dia mengandung, dia lahirkan anak, and also back to pejabat, lepas tu nak jaga anak lagi?
Okay, so macam ni lah, it all depends on you. If I take myself, right now I'm 23. So if like, I cannot imagine myself getting married at 24, going to office 9 to 6, coming back to my husband having to do, I mean of course you're gonna help me with it, but you know, I tak boleh. For me personally, I cannot. So I believe for this question, right, it all depends on the individuals. Some girls, they can do multitasking, so like how our mothers are doing, right? They're doing 24 things at 1 minute. So like that was too much, but yeah. So there are some girls who can do that. If you think you are the type of person yang, you know, boleh bagikan masa to yourself, to your parents, to your husband, to your work, go for it. Nobody's stopping you.
Dia macam your life, your choice. Macam tu.
Sebab kita manusia lain kan.
Ya,
So
betul,
like,
betul.
she likes to work late night. I tak boleh balik, I tidur terus. So that's why I cannot. Tapi dia boleh.
Macam mana tahu? Macam mana tahu? Ayo, pasal tracker ke? Okay, kita pergi next question. Macam mana nak seimbangkan kerja and also personal items or personal things apabila ada family, masuk if you ada anak lah, sebelum umur 30 years old?
Before 30 lah, and before 30, I think it's way too early for you to get married.
Okay, setuju.
Okay, so for me lah, to those who are married before 30, I don't have any problems with you guys. I respect you guys and I hope that your relationship stay until Jannah. Okay, so untuk I, before 30, I will never get married. Okay, so considering after 30, how do I give time is I have to talk to myself. I have to make myself understand that right now I get into this marriage, I might have a baby, I have a husband now, I have my parents, I have my in-laws, as well as my own self and my work. So that one, it is a one-to-one discussion with me, myself, telling myself how I want to, you know, divide all the time, as well as compromise. As I said, compromise is very, very important in a relationship. If you don't compromise, then you will never be able to, you know, keep that relationship going for a very long time.
Betul, sebab tu dah banyak kes cerai.
Betul, pagi tadi baru pergi kes cerai.
Okay, itu cerita nantilah off record baru kita cerita benda tu. Okay, tapi there's satu cara yang macam maybe safe punya cara, which is lepas kahwin muda and then you also ada kerjaya time tu, kerja, you tinggal salah seorang punya family lah, which is your family maybe, ataupun your law lah, family in law. So of course lah, bila tinggal dengan family, mak kita. So either mak kita atau mak mentua kita akan jadi babysitter, caregiver, dinner maker, tolong tidurkan anak setiap malam. The list goes panjang, macam dia cakap 1001. So adakah this is the price untuk ada family muda, tapi at the same time as cara untuk macam jayakan career kita?
Okay, so if I am to answer this personally, I'm so sorry to my boyfriend, but I don't prefer staying with in-laws. Why? Especially kalau I ada anak, because I feel like after you kahwin, it is your personal space with your husband, okay? And so many years you've spent being halal in your own house, with your parents, with your siblings and all. Right now you need some freedom,
Ya, betul.
So, and also when it comes to kids, I would not give my kids to my parents-in-law or to my own parents. Why? Because sometimes we currently we all are 23, 24, right?
Ya.
So kita boleh sometimes we think maybe I should have raised this way. Maybe I should have known this earlier. Maybe I should have given this exposure when I was small. So because you see, if you give your parents your children, they're going to raise them the same way they raise us, because their thinking is like that. So if we are right now thinking that maybe I should have, maybe I should have raised this way and that way, then it's better for you not to give your children to your this one, because at the end of the day your children's gonna think the same about you. They're not gonna remember who jaga them when they were small, right? So I feel like for me personally I would not give my kids, and also I would not like to stay with my parents. It is very, very okay if we go and see them every single day, and I don't expect my mother to work for me after I already kahwin. I don't want to be bebanan to my mother. So I think if I get into marriage, if I kahwin, I ada anak, then I am the one supposed to handle it, not my mom. My mom is not my kuli.
Okay, benda ni sebenarnya parenting jugalah, because older generation dia ada parenting style dia lain, and also kita pun ada parenting style kita pula. And then satu lagi, sebab kita ni dah terdedah with teknologi, media sosial, so knowledge about parenting tu kita macam senang dapat tau, senang accessible kalau compare dengan macam parents kita. I mean not only my parents lah,
Mine too.
okay. Kebanyakan parents dekat luar tu, especially nak develop passion, minat anak daripada kecil. Even sometimes macam most of us lah, even me also, saya develop passion also this kind of age je, baru macam I can do this, saya minat itu, minat ni, sedangkan benda ni patutnya dari kecil. Patutnya daripada kecil tau. Okay, so okay lah, tolak tepi lah emotional part semua tu, parenting semua kita tolak tepi, kita dah bincang. Okay, the next question, adakah dynamic hubungan suami isteri pada tahun 2023 adalah progresif and also sama? In another way to say that, kalau you ada anak and both also ada career, will you macam willing untuk sacrifice, macam dua-dua bekerjasama untuk uruskan anak tu? Contoh macam ambil anak daripada taska lah, ambil anak dari sekolah, nak jaga anak tu. So how?
So for me, it is actually very important that when you have a child, the child has the access to either the mother or the father for the whole day. It's not that I will send my kids to taska. No, I would never do that. I will jaga them until they're 3, and then after that I'll put them in kindergarten or something. Why? Because if you go to other people, if you go to taska, you mix up with kids. I'm not saying it is wrong to go to taska. Of course, for those parents who are struggling, right, it is okay for you to send to taska because you don't have choice. But for those, I'm talking about myself. So let's say if I have a choice on my boyfriend, who whatever he is, I cannot reveal on the camera lah. Okay, if he is working, I will stay at home. I don't mind staying at home for 3 years to jaga my kid, as long as I know my kid is growing up, under my eyes. I can see him, whatever that he's doing, I can teach him things. So I think it is very, very important for one parent at least to be there. So of course my husband have to come back from work and do the dishes. Of course you can't expect me to do everything, right? So yeah, it's the family time that matters every night reading. I told my boyfriend already that whenever we are having children, we're not going to expose them to gadgets. We're going to expose them to books. So yeah, if it comes to sacrifices, I feel like if my husband don't do it, I would do it for the sake of the child. I want the child to have the best time of his childhood.
Actually benda ni kan sama juga like our celebrities Malaysian tau. Macam kalau ada seorang pengacara kan, I introduce dia, macam dia dah lama tak berlakon tau. Dia pelakon and pengacara, tapi bila dia ada anak kan, dia dah kurang berlakon. Bukan kurang berlakon lah, dah lama tak tengok dia dekat drama semua tu. So memang betul-betul sacrifice untuk jaga anak tu lah. Tapi dia still bekerja lah, mengacara semua tu. So benda situation like macam mana you like how you said just now lah, memang sacrifice.
Yeah, for me, like I probably would be working in law firms, right?
Yeah.
Law firms you can do work from home, no worries. If lah, let's say kalau lah tiba-tiba I kahwin dengan doktor, dan mana tahu. Kalau tiba-tiba I kahwin dengan doktor, memang he have to be in the hospital or something, then I cannot do anything. So I have to do it. But when he can be at home, you jaga, I pergi office. So sama-sama korbankan something for the sake of the children. After they are 3, you go back to your work, they'll go to school. And after that, we see lunch hour, who's going to pick up. So it's all the compromise between the husband and the wife. Like at the end of the day, you discuss with your husband, you discuss with your wife, be happy.
So adakah wanita yang melewatkan perkahwinan, sama lah macam you tadi, you cakap you tak nak kahwin below 30, adalah untuk career and also naik pangkat and so on, untuk orang kata self-development semua tu, adalah selfish. So apa opinion you pada statement ni?
Tak selfish langsung. I'm not saying anything about those yang dah kahwin tau. Seriously, my jawapan today does not refer or does not mean to judge anybody who's already married. I feel like if I am getting married at 35 or 38 or 39, I'm not selfish. Why? Because I'm focusing on myself. As I said, I'm a woman, I'm a lady who has grown up loving myself more than I love others. Of course, I would want the best for me. Once I have my best, of course I would give up the best to my husband. Why not? So I'm not being selfish. I'm working on myself. I'm polishing my skills. I'm working for myself. Like, no, I'm not being selfish. You guys, whoever you guys are working, you guys are not being selfish. It's fine. And also, I sangat percayakan destiny. I feel like whenever it is supposed to happen, it will happen anyway. I think it's a Malay saying also, right? Kun fayakun. If it's meant to be, it will be, right? Something like that. So yeah, if it's not happening, then what? Then why you wanna force it? If it is happening, go for it. But it is not at all selfish for you to work on yourself, because you are supposed to love yourself in order for people to love you. So yeah.
Alright. So the last question, okay, adakah pengiraan untuk lelaki dan wanita tidak boleh disamakan? Okay, maksud dia is kita perempuan, we have the hard biological lah, macam fertility untuk mengandung semua tu lah. So what's your opinion pasal this statement?
Tak, I don't think so, because I have an aunt who gave birth to a baby when she was 35. I have a teacher who gave birth at 40. Of course, my best friend is a doctor. So he always tell me that for Wanita, for the woman, right, it is quite risky for the mother as well as the baby if you're trying to give birth after 40. But then it all depends on your lifestyle lah. Kalau you jaga diri you daripada awal lagi, daripada 20s, daripada 18s, you already jaga yourself, you be fit, you eat good food, nothing is going to affect your fertility unless the lelaki is mandul. So yeah, lelaki also jaga diri, perempuan also jaga diri. So at the end of the day, even if you're 50, you still can give birth. So many cases where grandmothers are giving birth now. So nothing is impossible actually. You just have to, do your exercises 20 minutes per day, and then at the end of the day, you'll be fit.
Alright. So kita dah end of our podcast. So any last words untuk wrap up kita punya podcast?
Okay, so as my last words, I respect every single woman who is married. Okay, I respect all of you that despite, being at a very young age, you still manage to give time to your marriage, your children, and also your career, and also yourself. So seriously, hats off to you guys. And I wouldn't, at this age, I can never imagine myself being somebody's wife or mother, at least in the upcoming 7 years. No way. So to all of you guys who have actually been married and all that, I respect you guys a lot, seriously. But for those women out there like me yang tak nak kahwin awal, okay, tak nak kahwin awal and feel like career is more important, I respect you guys too. My respect for both of you guys are equal. As I said, at the end of the day, it is all on the individuals. If you are having a happy marriage, great bro, I hope your marriage stays until the end of the day. End of the day, at the end of the life. But then if you're not married, okay, get married when you're ready, not when you need to. Don't have to listen to the society, don't have to listen to the pressure from the parents. And you don't have to get married when you see your friends are getting married. I pun nak kahwin juga lah, macam best je, tak payah. You kahwin bila you dah ready. When you're ready to commit, then you get married. Love yourself before you love anyone.
Ya, kita tulis post #refer banyak. So, thank you pada Jasmine for sudi jadi kita punya guest.
No worries.
Dia macam boleh concrete, your life is your choice, macam tu.
Kind of.
Alright, so jangan lupa follow tak risau. Okay, jangan lupa follow semua media sosial My Campus Radio. Saya DJ Priiya daripada My Campus Radio. Jumpa lagi dan bye. Thank you.